Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now some news from living legends news. Y'all check it out. Well, we got the best boxer in the world news, right? And that would be Terence Bud Crawford. And we got the best boxer in the world news. That'll be Oleksandr Usyk. Basically, right now, at this particular time, they're interchangeable. Oleksandr Usyk is the only fighter right now where I feel there's an argument with Terence Crawford for pound, number one pound for pound. I always explain that when I talk about Oleksandr Usyk. The deal is Terence Crawford hasn't fought since his Errol Spence fight. Now, we talked about that. He's been actively inactive, right? He hasn't fought because Errol Spence didn't take the rematch, because Tim Chu and Fundura started acting a little funny when they were supposed to fight him, even though that fight was sanctioned with him having to fight him. He's moving up in weight and couldn't get an opponent. That's what's up. It's not just he's just hanging around and with nothing to do. Ain't nobody in a rush to fight him. You know what I'm saying? 154 where he's trying to become undisputed at his third weight division. So, actively inactive. If somebody was pushing up with him with a belt, he would have been ready to fight him. Y'all know that. So, but Oleksandr Usyk has been doing his thing. Oleksandr Usyk is also undisputed in two weight divisions and doing it in the cruiserweight, going to everybody's backyard. We talk about it every time. Everybody's backyard. It's ridiculous. And then fighting Michael Hunter before the fight tournament, fighting Glowacki in Poland, fighting Tony Bellew in England, whatever. We don't have to talk. And then in the heavyweight division, I beat Anthony Joshua twice and now beat Tyson Fury. Go and give him number one if you want to. 1A, and 1B, right? Terence Crawford is the number one pound for pound, in my opinion. But like I say, interchangeable. If you got Usyk up right now, then whatever. Now, Terence Crawford is somebody so awesome that Oleksandr Usyk, the living legend himself, says Terence Crawford will beat Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. He didn't say, if Canelo were to come down to his weight or if they were to meet at the catch weight. Going up 3 weight divisions to beat Canelo Alvarez, who is in a lot of people's top pound for pound. Some people consider Canelo a Hall of Famer, a living legend. Right? So, you're talking about a guy right now at 37 years old, ancient for boxing, that is able to move up 3 weight divisions and beat somebody who a lot of people still have in the top 5 pound for pound. If that's not a feather in Terence Crawford's cap, I don't know what is. Just like the Manny Pacquiao about 8 years ago, who everybody thought was the second best fighter that they've ever seen, was worried about his well-being to fight Terence Crawford. Worried about he going to get hurt if he's going to fight Terence Crawford. And at that point, Terence Crawford was 140 pounds. Pacquiao was 147 pounds. Crawford 140. You understand? So this is this kind of stuff that's going on with this guy. The guy's old. He's supposed to be on his way out here. He ain't supposed to be going up 3 weight divisions fighting nobody in their prime like Canelo Alvarez at 33 years old. Is he? And supposed to be, beating them? And a lot of people, Oleksandr Usyk is not the only one, but we're going to have to pay attention to what Usyk says, because Usyk is one of the best boxers himself. He knows greatness when he sees it. Stop acting like he don't. It's one of the baddest dudes out there. And anybody that's saying something different, your guy is not better than Usyk. Because it can't be. If your guy ain't just Terence Crawford, you don't have an argument here. Your guy has never done nothing like Usyk, ain't gonna neither. So Usyk's opinion matters. Terence Crawford can beat your boy Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. Now, Canelo said earlier, I won't get no credit for beating Terence Crawford. That's why this is significant, right? I won't get no better credit because he's smaller. Now, I said back then, well, what about Jose Lopez, Cotto, Amir Khan, those kind of guys you fought that were smaller? What about the credit there? Now, here's the deal. People think Terence Crawford can beat him. Now, let's see some people. People think that Yildirim could beat Canelo? Do people think that Roy Fielding could beat Canelo? Do people think that Callum Smith can beat Canelo? Do people think that John Ryder could beat Canelo? Do people think Munguia could beat Canelo? Do people think Khan could beat Canelo? No, it's the only people that I thought could beat Canelo, and I'm gonna tell you the ones I think. Demetrius Andrade, I've been thinking that for damn 8 years. He could beat Canelo. Morrell whitewashes him. Benavidez beats him pretty damn good. Bivol, we saw it, and in the rematch, no matter what weight, Bivol beats him. Those are the ones, right? We ain't asking him to go up higher in weight. Bivol come down to 168. They will beat him. That's why he ain't fighting. Near one of them. Not getting close to him. Right now, I read the article. It's like, well, if Canelo and Terence Crawford fights, they'll fight at 160. That's not what Terence Crawford is asking for. I'll go way up to 168 to fight you. But if he did come down to 160, right, the article says, well, Canelo was at 160. He had the IBF, the WBA, and the WBC belts, and he just left, went up, right? This is how articles do. You know why? Because they don't mention Canelo needed the WBO strap only to fight Demetrius Andrade for undisputed. Undisputed, he would have had undisputed at middleweight division fighting Demetrius Andrade for $40 million. He didn't do it. Everybody acts like they don't say it. They just, it's like the Twilight Zone. No one mentions it, ever. In an article like that, that was your opportunity to mention, hey, he didn't want that fight either. So you can have a pattern. You can see the pattern of how Canelo rolls. Why the hell you want to be middleweight undisputed? Say one fight, all I had to do, I had all the belts. I ain't taking that fight. It was the most lucrative fight in his career at the time. I'm not taking that fight. I'm gonna go up to 168 and fight all these guys that nobody never thought was better than Demetrius Andrade. Not no damn Billy Joe Saunders, not no Callum Plant, not no Callum Smith, and none of that. Right? None of it. You would have already been undisputed. And here's the point. Super middleweight or middleweight? What division is more prestigious? Right? What division is most prestigious? What is a glorified division? Right? A hallowed division. Middleweight. Nah, but I'm going to go up here and I'm going to ignore that. So that's what I'm saying. And, so he didn't fight the horrible fighter in Demetrius Andrade. And that's why, my point is, back to the point, is you going to get a whole lot of credit beating Terence Crawford, no matter what weight, even at 37 years old. A lot more credit than you got for fighting pretty much everybody you fought up until now. If the name ain't Gennady Golovkin, and then that one you didn't look good. Lara, you lost. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, who has Canelo beat that he would get more credit from than fighting the little old bitty old Terence Crawford? And then it gets thin, your answer. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. Fight Bud. And I'm up out of here, y'all.